Hello, everyone, and welcome to the final new moon of the year, the new moon in Sagittarius, and it is on 12/12, which is a magical day. How much do we need magical days to end the year and start a new one? I'm so ready for this. So let's talk about 12/12. We'll talk about the new moon and making the absolute most of it. And we're going to start with 12/12. So 12/12 is a magical day. And it's considered to be an energetic portal where the veil between worlds opens up and we receive downloads of energy, downloads of high frequencies that lift us up. So let me ask you this. If you got a giant dose of energy right now, a whole new dose of energy, what would you do with it? What would you do with that energy? If you got all new vibes right now, how would you use them? If you had nonstop motivation, what would you do with it? This is something that you want to think about going into the week ahead. So right now, ask yourself, okay, and it's not just on 12/12. 12/12 is when it opens up. It's from 12/12 to 9 days into the very start of winter. And so you've got this whole stretch of extra energy, extra motivation, extra joy, extra power. What are you going to do with it? How are you going to use it? So that's a super powerful way to look at the time ahead. Now, yes, there's a Mercury retrograde, but that doesn't matter because it's actually right in line with what we're doing, and Mercury retrogrades are amazing. And it's a time of upgrades, and this Sagittarius new moon is a time to quite literally envision and step into a new way of doing things. I've constantly come back to this saying because I say it to myself a lot. If you keep doing the same things, you'll keep getting the same things. And if you're getting things that you love, great, then keep doing the same things. But if you want to upgrade in any aspect of your life, it's time to do new things. So you've got this new moon supercharged by 12/12 energy, and it's going to be here for more than a week, this extra energy. And you've got this fiery new moon in Sagittarius, and you've got a brand new year starting, which is so incredible. I can't wait. I literally can't wait to share the 2024 Feng Shui because it's unbelievable. It's so good. And so how are you going to use all this new energy? Oftentimes we think, oh, I want luck. Oh, I want good things. Oh, I want all this stuff. But what are you going to do with it? What are you going to do with it? If you have all the motivation, all the extra special glitter in the world, how are you going to use it? This is something to get clear on for yourself, because this can be a time to chart new ways forward, to innovate, to truly heal and grow and expand the possibilities in your life. Sagittarius, fire and learning, and actually 12/12, according to Tanya Gabrielle, who is one of the most wonderful numerologists and astrologers. But I love her take on numerology is so wonderful and so resonant. And she says the number 12 is this real mastery of learning, this eternal student, I know that so many of you are lifelong learners. You love to learn. You love to grow. This is a time to not just learn information, but use it. Use that information in so many ways. And in order to step into the new, this time of visionary optimism, we're going to clear the decks of everything that is not a fit for what we want in 2024 and beyond. So visionary optimism, that does not mean, I don't want to say that. That does not mean being high vibes 24 hours a day. I am not a fan of high vibes only, good vibes only. Every single emotion you have is so valuable to steer you on the right path. How will you know if you're walking down a street where there's something going on and you need to get off that street? How will you know if you can only tune into good vibes? You need to be able to feel when things are off. You need to be able to know when things are not right. This is part of our survival mechanisms to know when you have things to heal, when you have things to process. There are all kinds of things in the world to be upset about, and that's okay. But it's about feeling it and then staying with your eye on the prize. I feel what's going on. I see what's going on. I'm experiencing what's going on. And where is this leading me? Where is this taking me? What is my objective? And that is the key to all of this. If you don't know where you're going, then all this manifesting is not going to really work. So we've got to get a vision that is optimistic, that is fresh, that is exciting, to be a North Star. And if you don't know exactly what you want, that's okay. You will figure it out by following how you feel. And it's easier to follow how you feel following all of the feng shui we're going to do today. Because a lot of times we don't follow how we feel because there's clutter in the way. And we're going to talk about decluttering all that stuff that's in the way. But first, let's talk about optimism and being dreamy and being more visionary. So, do you have things that you know that you want? Things you can see? I want this. I definitely want this. This is something definitely on my wish list. Spend some time visualizing it every day. Close your eyes or even just daydream about what it is that you want. Allow yourself a time to just get lost in your beautiful visions. This makes a big difference in your whole life. So envision, envision, envision. When you visualize, it's not just idle, mystical behavior, which is great in itself. Mystical behavior is fantastic. Don't get me wrong. But you're actually, when you visualize, when you practice visualization, you change your brain. Your brain believes that things have happened and things have changed. Athletes have visualized and actually changed their athletic performance. They've changed the outcomes of different sports games by visualizing it happening. And it becomes normal and natural because your mind believes it's already happened. Your brain actually believes you form these patterns. Your brain can actually change from visualization. People who have done these, it's an amazing study, so I have to say it. There's an amazing piano study of one group who played the piano for, I think it was an hour a day, and the other group visually practiced. So visualized and practiced just in their mind for an hour a day. And both groups had the same amount of improvement playing the same music. What does that tell you? It means that in all this time that you have where you're scrolling online or doing something else, you have opportunities to envision what you want and live it and start living it now. And when you start feng shuiing it into your home, you really start living it because you're immersed within the physical reality of it, the energetic reality of it. But it starts with a vision. And this is the new moon of your great vision. So what is your great vision? And if you don't know what it all is, write a few things down that you're going to visualize, or one thing, and start working on that and living into that and feeling that every day. And again, this optimism is not blind optimism. It's not like, oh, everything's great, even when everything is not great. It's not that type of behavior. Be very grounded in yourself and how you feel, and take that time every day to keep your eye on the prize, to close your eyes, to visualize, and to step into this new incredible reality. So part of this is keeping your mind clear. So what I said, when I said sometimes it's hard to trust yourself because there's clutter in the way, and some of that clutter is mental clutter. And if you have a lot of stuff in your mind, a racing mind, mental clutter, all kinds of things going on, try exercises to clear your mind. Meditation is great. If you're a meditator, if you've ever tried meditation, even guided meditation can be amazing. Or try something like morning pages. So every day, where's my journal? Every day I take this giant book and I sit with my tea. So I have my giant book. It's full of tea at this point because it's almost finished. This one's almost full. And I sit and write 3 pages a day. It's Julia Cameron's morning pages, and it will change your life. It's just a simple thing. You just write everything on your mind. That's it. Just write. That's all you need to do. 3 pages every day. It can clear your mind. It can give you a fresh start, and it can help you to follow your instincts more, follow your feelings more. It's so incredibly powerful. Now, If you want to really declutter your mind, declutter your home. Decluttering your home is the supercharger of all things. It's why we start the year every year with the Catalyst Camp, the deep dive into decluttering using Feng Shui and using so many energy shifting tools that are next level to not just clear clutter, the physical stuff, that's really important, but also to clear the clutter in your mind, to clear the clutter in your energy field, to clear the energetics of your space, to clear the clutter in your digital universe, in every aspect of life, so that you have literally nothing standing between you and what you want. So we talked about 12/12, this magic day, and the opening of all this energy. And we have 9 days of all this energy. Imagine if you use a little bit of this energy to start decluttering a little bit more. When you declutter stuff that you don't need or want, you open up instantly to more prosperity, instantly more abundance. It's the best thing ever. The rewards are just so enormous. Even if you're not doing anything special, you're just opening drawers and randomly pulling things out and donating them. That's it. Nothing fancy, nothing special. But if you want to take it to the next level, the free Feng Shui decluttering class starts tomorrow. As I'm filming this, it starts on Monday, and it is linked below or above, depending on where you're watching this. And it will walk you through the depths of decluttering using Feng Shui for your energy, for your home, and how to specifically change your life by changing your space, which is just amazing. And this is what 2024 is all about. So keep your mind more clear, keep your space more clear to prosper. So one note on this, and this is something that has a lot of anecdotal evidence supporting it, and lots of different money experts talk about this. Debt is a form of clutter. It's a form of an energetic block. People who tend to have more debt tend to have clutter. And it's all this build up of energy that's not flowing. And when you start clearing the clutter, you start clearing the debt. That's what happened to me way back when I started doing this work and I started developing this whole method of Feng Shui. I did a massive declutter of my whole home, my life, and every way reorganized it. And it was almost magic what happened. To my debt was gone, my money doubled. It was just wild. And I was like, you know what? This is a philosophy for life. And since then, there's been a lot spoken about this. Catherine Ponder has called it the cleansing law of prosperity. When you clean and clear things, you bring more money and abundance into your life in so many ways, opportunities, all kinds of incredible things. So clear, clear, clear. And then finally, every new moon is a fresh start to set intentions. And this new moon, again, you've got this super energy. You've got this supercharger. How are you going to take advantage of it? What do you want to put on your wish list? I highly recommend making a list of your unfinished projects so that you can finish them. That's a good way, again, to get some extra clutter clearing done. But also then focus in on what is the new thing. What do you want to say yes to that you've been putting off? Have you been putting off doing a project? Have you been putting off doing something, studying something, learning something, growing in some way, taking a trip, whatever it is? Have you been putting it off until some time in the future? Now is the time to say yes to it and to start bringing it to life right now. So you can make a list of all the things you want to do from now into January, into the middle of January, like a month ahead, like 30 days ahead. But really focus on, if you just clear your unfinished projects, put them on a list and get them done, and say yes to whatever you have been wavering on, that's been on your mind, that you've been teetering back and forth going, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. There's just so many problems. I've wanted to do a podcast for forever, for 4 years, not forever, but 4 whole years. And I just put it off because I had so many good excuses. And then finally one day I said, I'm doing it this week. And within a few hours it was up, and it's been going up just about every single day. since then. And by the end of the year, there'll be 50 episodes. So it'll be like a year of podcasting in 2 months. And if I did a weekly podcast, and then season 2 is going to have guests, and it's going to be amazing. And it all started when I stopped doing that. I stopped allowing something to linger like that. Not only was it an unfinished project, it was an unheeded desire. And there's so many good reasons we can give for why we can't do things right now, but I promise you, you can. And if you do, you will see things start to unfold in amazing ways. So I'm checking to see if any of you have questions about this new moon, questions about the energy that's happening. Feel free to leave them below. I love, love, love getting your feedback. And so many of you love the morning pages. I love hearing that. There's a lot to be said for just doing things right now. This is a time where action is truly magical. Envision and then take action. Get the clear vision and then take action, and just keep on going. How exciting it can be, how fulfilling, how freeing, how expansive. So 12/12 is the start of a super, super magical time. And again, if you want to dive into decluttering and amplifying all that magic, the free Feng Shui class is starting actually on Monday, tomorrow, when I'm filming this. And you can get on the wait list now. You could start right now, depending on when you're watching this. And I hope you love it all. And most of all, I hope you have the most magical final new moon of 2023. If you are ready for this new chapter, this new way forward, remember, when you do the same things, you get the same results. If you're ready to step into that new, it's progressive. It's not all overnight. It's not snap your fingers and it's done. You can start right now. You don't have to start on January 1st. You can start on February 15th. You can start on March 8th. It doesn't matter. It matters that you start and you keep progressively going. That's how things majorly transform. So I'm wishing you the very best new moon in Sagittarius, 12/12 portal opening up. And I will see you very soon with so much more. And 2024 Feng Shui is coming so soon. Mwah. Bye, everyone.